Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me is Jordan. Got the United preview coming for you today. Johnny Poddy said he's not ready for this, said it's coming too soon.
Yes, it is coming too thick, too fast.
Yeah.
Can't hack these derby days, innit? You know what I mean? They make me feel sick. So hopefully we can win, innit? We're doing a watch along anyway, so you'll see our nerves.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, before we start, we're going to set a like target, go for 600 likes, so any help towards that, massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that notification bell for daily Manchester City upload videos. As well, if you want your name on the bottom of the screen and you want to help support the channel, click the link in the description to become an extra club member. You can also join the Discord server there as well, where a lot of City fans, including myself and Jordan, talk throughout the day about City, all things City. Right, okay, let's get into it. Now, first of all, we have done another video on the derby. It's we'll link it as a card, and that was, should City play the false nine like we did against Chelsea, or should we stick in as striker? So if you've not already watched that, go check that one out and then come back to this video. Right, okay, Bray, let's start with the midfield here. Rodri played against Chelsea, and fans are giving him a different like sort of match rating. I thought he lost the ball way too much in the early like 20 minutes. Sometimes on the edge of our box. Yes, he did well to recover the ball. However, it's scary when your midfielder is losing the ball in the middle of the, in the middle of the sort of pitch, but on the edge of the box, if you know what I mean. And he did that 2 or 3 times. His early passing was off. He did get better, and he got a lot better in the second half. However, for me, that was a little bit of a worry. So the question is, should Rodri play against United, or should we go for a little bit more experience, someone who's been around the team, a long time, and that's Fernandinho? What are you saying, Bray?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because Rodri did come into it in the second half, and then the Rodri-Gundo partnership has been working very well. So I can see all the shouts for Rodri starting, but I can also see shouts for Fernandinho starting, with the fact that it is more experience. It's whether, can you take the risk of Rodri taking the first 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes getting into the game against United? Do you want to go through that same period? No, he's not guaranteed to do that. However, it's a possibility that could happen. And it's all risks, isn't it? But either way, there's risks and rewards for both sides.
Well, I'd say as well, bro, for me, one of the main issues here is when we played United last time, we didn't create a whole lot.
Yeah.
Now, I think Gundogan will be given a little bit more freedom in this game to go forward, basically. And then it's the question of, who do you want the responsibility on? Would you rather have it on Fernandinho or Rodri to basically be that holding midfielder should Gundogan be given the option to go further forward? And for me, it's a no-brainer every time. It's Fernandinho.
Yeah, especially with the quality that Fernandinho has been showing recently. You know what I mean? It's like Fernandinho of old, so it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. The guy's ageless, isn't it? So it's strange. So I can see that. I think as well with Fernandinho, he will transition. The play a bit faster and drive forward a bit faster. And like I say, I think Fernandinho always has a bit of creative freedom as well. I think it shows in the stats, innit, for all you stat padders, that Fernandinho is very, like, the stats of Fernandinho getting the forward passes in works a lot more. And if Gundogan's going forward a lot, Fernandinho can carry that weight on his shoulders. Can Rodri? We don't know yet, innit? It is a big question, because it's a big game and you don't want to get this wrong. But I think either way, I feel hard either way to get it wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like if either of them play, we still should be with a massive chance of winning this game. So, but it's one of them where it's a key place for this match. It's definitely a key place,
and it could set the tempo of the game. You know what I mean? And it's an interesting one. Let us know what you think in the comment section below, guys. Who would you go with, Rodri or Fernandinho? Okay, let's move on to the left back situation. Obviously, Cancelo's going to be playing right back. He played well, so he's not going to be an option for the left back situation. So you do, to be fair, have a number of options. You've got Zinchenko, who, to be fair, played well against Chelsea. Didn't really, do anything, and could he have done better for the last goal? Probably, but I think the whole team, to be fair, had switched off for the last 5 minutes from why. So I won't be too harsh on him there. Ake, we think, is probably still injured, and he was out when he with a bit of a knock or whatever. So I don't think he'll be in with a chance. And Laporte was also out with I think a minor hamstring or something like that. So I don't think he'll be available for selection. So then you've got, who else? You got Ben Mendy. So is that all your options? That is your options, I think,
option,
innit?
because you got no right backs unless you was to slot in Fernandinho at right back and then play Cancelo at left back. But I think that'd just be a madness.
I think that'd be madness.
To be fair, though, it is Pep, innit? So that'd be some Pep madness. But I don't think we'll see that. There's not a chance we'll see.
So
that.
basically, your options there then is Zinchenko, who obviously played against Chelsea and did all right, and Ben Mendy, the bad boy Mendy.
Yes.
So, two completely different types of players. You got Mendy, who's, a little bit suspect defensively, but, can go forward and help create, or you just go for the nice, safe option in Zinchenko. So, it's really, really tricky for me. I really want Mendy to play. However, in my opinion, I would pick the left back depending on who you play on left wing. So, if you're playing Phil Foden left wing, he does like to come inside and he does drift inside a lot. And I guess it depends what Pep's telling him. If he's telling Phil Foden to play it and stick on the wing, then I think you should play Zinchenko. Because if you play Mendy's not going to be able to get down the wing because Foden's there. We've seen that in the past. I think we actually saw it against United in the last game. So if you're going to play, say, Sterling left wing, then I would seriously consider playing Mendy, because then you can let Sterling invert, but then you can let Mendy go down the wing, so you've still got that option. So for me, I pick the left back situation purely based on who's going to be playing left wing. However, having said that, this is a game for brains, and Ben Mendy doesn't have a lot of brains in my opinion, and therefore even if Foden plays, do I still pick Zinchenko left back just for the calmness, just for the chill, just so I know he's not going to do anything completely stupid, Zinchenko, you know what I mean? It's a tricky one, man.
Sometimes he'll misplace a pass, or sometimes he'll mess up, but it's never something when you're like, oh no, and then Mendy brings that, oh no, you know what I mean?
What the hell are you doing,
like
type thing.
If Mendy makes a mistake, it's terrible. It's the worst. It's the worst it can be, and we can't afford that against United. So I think Zinchenko is a safe option. You know what I mean? Like we always say, this channel gives you like a 7 out of 10 every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only the rare occasion where he won't hit that. So it is a safe option. So I think play it safe. He had a decent game against Chelsea.
Yeah.
He kept Ziyech quiet as well.
Yeah, he did. No, he did very well. He actually had a really good game. Maybe actually we underrated him, to be honest. I think he had a fantastic game. Right, okay, let's move on to Phil Foden. He's not been playing that much recently. However, obviously did play against Chelsea and played very well, I thought. Obviously got himself a goal, got him an assist as well. And I thought he just, he shit all over Mason Mount. You know what I mean? I'm sure Gareth Southgate would have been watching that game. And if anyone's trying to compare Mason Mount to Phil Foden, I actually really like Mason Mount. I think he's a really good football player. However, I do think that Phil Foden's a level above. And I think that showed. And, there's very rarely a time when Phil Foden plays a City match and he comes off the pitch and you think, he had a shit game. There has been a couple of times. I'm not licking him here, you know what I mean? But... most of the time he influences the game, and I like that. And sometimes we've heard rumours coming out saying, Pep's not playing him because he loses the ball too much. Well, he loses the ball because he's actually trying things. He's actually trying to influence the game. Now, if you want him to not lose the ball, then I'm pretty sure he could get the ball and just pass it left, right, all night. But he's not going to do that. That's not his game. He wants to get the ball and he wants to try and take risks, much like Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne loses the ball a lot. Why? Because he tries risky passes, and if they come off, you basically got a chance. So I think he should play in this game. Also, he can get you a goal. You know what I mean? Other players might play but can't get you a goal. If we're looking for goals, and I'm not, even though obviously we scored 3 against Chelsea, I'm still not convinced that we're over this goal drought yet. But if you play Foden, he can get you goals.
Yeah, I completely agree. And when you're saying about the whole losing the ball a bit, it could be the fact that it could be forced. You try your keys in, bro?
Yeah, my keys and Ziyech just falling out of my pocket. Whoa! I wasn't playing left back with Zinchenko.
Roasted. The whole situation with Foden losing the ball, it could be because he was trying, like you say, he's trying to create something, but it was very forced because of the way that the team were playing. Like you've seen that we're not been creating many really clear chances, so Foden's been coming on, and I feel like he feels the pressure to create.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why we're losing the ball a bit. With us being a bit more attacking now, and we see us actually score some goals. I feel like now it's working into his hands, and if we do play that false 9, it works against Chelsea. It works really well, and the link-up play with Foden was nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like we might see that again.
I think so. And obviously, like I say, we did a video on this. Should Pep Guardiola pick the false 9, the no striker, or should he throw in Aguero? So if you're not watched that, go check it out. Now we're going to give you our team lineup. So If you want to know sort of more on that situation, go watch that video. But you're obviously going to find out mine and Jordan's opinion now on whether he should play as false 9 or the striker. So in goal, obviously, it's going to be Stefan. I thought he played, all right against Chelsea. Didn't really have much to do. I want to actually, it's weird, but I want to see him have to make a save. You know what I mean? I want to see how he deals with that situation.
Well, I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. Do you know what I mean? I want to see it because I want to see how he deals. Yeah. However, I would very much be happy for him not to see it at all tomorrow. Yeah.
And obviously, it's his first ever derby, which is going to be madness. He's come in, to be fair, and he's come into 2 massive games. So he's going to take the goalkeeping position. Cancelo, fantastic performances from him recently. He obviously stays at right back. I wouldn't mess about with the centre backs, even if Laporte or Ake is fit. I just keep the Stones and Diaz playing very well.
Agreed.
And Zinchenko gets the nod for us.
Yeah, and then midfield wise, we've gone Fernandinho as that lone CDM. Feel like he can be trusted a bit more in that CDM position, and it gives Gundogan that free license. Then he can be that box to box, the 8 role. And then we've got Bernardo kind of completing that because. Yeah, you've probably guessed it now, innit? We are going with a false 9. So we've got Bernardo sitting in that midfield. And then we've gone for Foden left wing, Sterling right wing, with Kevin up top.
Yeah.
Up top, whereas he's actually in the midfield. However, I think that'll create a massive headache for United's defence. Because they'll be so confused and they'll be like, what is going on here? Like, and it'll drag them out. And if they don't come out, they leave space.
Yeah.
And that space for players like Kev.
Yeah, you think about this system, guys. I think it's the perfect system for us at the moment. We'll pack out the midfield. You've got Fernandinho or Rodri, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and Kevin De Bruyne. Just that would absolutely dominate any midfield in the world. Wings, you've then got Foden and Sterling. And the only thing I don't like about that is, as we mentioned before, you've got Foden and Zinchenko. However, Zinchenko will just stay back, so there won't really be any sort of blockages. You know what I'm saying? So then Sterling can play right wing. He can also then go up top through the middle on the occasion. We don't really want to see that too much because he doesn't finish, as we saw against Chelsea. However, that is an option. I just feel that this is a really, really good system for us. I feel that we would have much more of the ball than the opposition in this, especially against United. And I just think that it'd be a really, really good performance. If we played this system. I think honestly this system right now is the way to go. It offers us protection of the back, which we don't even need that protection because our defence is really good at the moment, but it offers us protection. We're a solid team, we dominate the ball, and then it's up to our forward players to try and just create something.
Yeah, and as well, I feel like in this situation we're playing at false 9, if anything is going wrong in that second half, you do have Sergio Aguero on the bench, and it is a time of where you go, right, time to throw him in.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to make that call, and you have players like Mahrez as well. These players can make a difference, and they can come on, and they are attacking players.
Yeah,
I feel like it will help us, and we've seen in the last time we played United that Kevin De Bruyne was completely isolated in that game. If we play this false 9 again, Kevin De Bruyne will have a lot more freedom, like he did against Chelsea.
Yeah. I completely agree. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a stressful one and a nervy one. Obviously, it's a one-legged game. It's a semi-final. It might be the Carabao Cup, but I still want to win it. And obviously, if we win the Carabao this year, we go joint with Liverpool at the top of the most ever wins in the Carabao. So it's a massive year for us. I hope we win it. Yeah, big game for us. Let us know in the comment section below what you think. What formation should we play? What players should we play? Let us know in the comments. We read them all. Smash a like on the video if you do enjoy it. We're going to go for 600. Subscribe to the channel if we're new, and we'll see you in the next one.